Yo, 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 welcome to the show.
Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another video, Zero to Hero Investing. If you are new here, which I think maybe a lot of you might be, because my channel has been getting a lot of love lately, and I really extremely appreciate that. Lots of new subscribers, lots of views, and it's just nice seeing the channel kind of pick up a momentum, because like investing, I mean, you gradually add a little bit each time and you expect that to grow, right? So of course it's the same mentality with my YouTube. If you're new here, welcome. We do videos usually around Robinhood investments, like dividends, just buying stocks, a little bit of options, buying, selling, small portfolio type vibe. You know what I mean? So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around, drop a like, drop a subscribe. Also, trying to diverge, or not diverge, but expand a little bit more into finance. Like I just made a video on like me opening a savings account and like how the compounding effect works in the span of, well, in the context of like an APY versus an interest rate. It was interesting to me. I made a video. If you're interested, you can watch it. I'll drop a card if I can up at the top of the video, somewhere up here. And yeah, if you're new here, that's what we're expecting to do in the near future. So let's see how it goes. So another thing I was thinking, this is me getting into the video, is like on it's a Sunday afternoon, kind of done with my chores, for the day, kind of chill time now. I figured since I'm in this kind of pensive state, I could just go through and just think about my buys for the week. Usually, I have some free time, so it's almost like I'm almost guaranteed to have time to make this video. So thinking it could be like a chill series, not a long one. This might be a long video because it's the first one and I'm babbling way too much. But as you can see here, invest usually in, at least in my brokerage, on a Monday, on a Thursday of each week. Might change that if I see the markets like take a serious dip on like Tuesday or something, Wednesday, whatever. I mean, I don't. That's why I like to have a bit extra buying power as well. That's one of the reasons. But yeah, these are the amounts I'm investing. I deposit in order to invest, like to buy things with, and to the right of that is where I like kind of like the totals, at least approximated totals of what I have bought. So for like the SPY, the way I do this, I just put like an arbitrary number like 510. Usually I do this a few days out, so I always do like I round up and I might do $1 above and then round up for something like the SPY. It depends really how expensive the stock is, how it really moves. Like SCHD, I just round up for that. VTI just round up. You know what I mean? Something like Visa, I might go $2 plus round up. So maybe Visa was trading at 277.80 up here, yeah, or down here, I guess. But I just approximated it as being 280 by the time it gets to March 18th, if that makes sense. So oftentimes it's usually less than this value that I actually spend, so I might get a few cents left over in my buying power, which is fine. I like that. Or sometimes, not super often. I mean, in the bull market, like we are having and have been having, it's been happening a lot, but I'll actually be buying more than what I invest. So having that extra little bit in the tank in the form of buying power is pretty nice. So these are really all my buys. These four top ones: SPY, SCHD, VTI, and the SPY growth. The growth focused version is usually on the top. Well, they're always gonna be on the top because I want to keep these always like on my forehead, like the forefront of my head. So SPY, SCHD, VTI, SPY G. Even though I might not buy them every single week, like I don't care if it's a day after their ex-dividend date, or like if we're a month out or something, like I might still drop $15, or well, I try to buy in like share in terms of shares and not so much price, just to keep my portfolio looking a little bit cleaner. But yeah, what I'm saying is, these things I always try to invest slow and steady, whereas with the more, well, the stocks, not so much ETFs, like individual companies. I try to get those closer to their ex-div dates. I mean, look at Apple, crazy dive, because of their lawsuit thing. Visa, like is another company I just absolutely adore. Home Depot, like I try to buy these steadily. Waste Management, Stag, because it's a monthly payer. I mean, I like seeing that even if it's a 1 cent increase in my monthly dividend. I just like seeing that. Ford, working my way up to 100 shares, but that's really the idea. This one's interesting, March 21. And the reason for that is I whenever I deposit the money, I might have a day until like Monday. If I do it on a Friday and I don't buy until Monday, I have like a, let's say, the weekend, a day, whatever. Or like 4 days until the next Thursday to use the money to buy. So if I invest 200, if I deposit $200, I'll have $200, for a day, and then I'll have $100 like for 4 days. So I try to buy credit spreads, or I guess sell spreads, buy credit spreads, or sell credit spreads. I'm not sure how you'd say that, honestly. But just do that on the SPY. I can usually get like a decent 10 to 20% return on that, and 10 to 20% return on $200. That's decent, you know. Um, yeah, that's decent. Even if it's like a 10%, that's $20 in the span of less than a week, or let's say a week, just rounding up there. It's not bad. And then if I get like a $20 credit, assuming the SPY expires worthless, I can use that, add to my buying power, add to a stock that I think is down, or use it in my recurring investments. So it's in my opinion, it's a win overall, assuming you're right. And I've been right for, there's always that trend when you're right until you're wrong. And it's with when you sell spreads, it's crazy because it's like you grow so slowly and so steadily, but when you fall hard. And of course, this is all scalable. Like I'm speaking in terms of scale. I'm talking a $200 scale. There's people who trade these things in terms of thousands of dollars, and that's obviously gonna be magnified, right? But I sold I think a call. Yeah, I sold a call spread on the SPY. I think my strike was 521, and we all saw the week that SPY had. I mean, I love it, but it always it's bittersweet when you see the SPY stock rising, but your call credit spread is falling because the markets are rising. But anyway, my strike got blue past, and ended up selling that at a $60 loss here. So lost $60 on my SPY spread, which kind of means that I had to adjust this because I'm gonna stick to. I think this is being disciplined. Others might disagree, but I lost $60 because of my. I'm not even gonna say negligence. I think I played that well. Like SPY usually has been closing. It makes its all time high, but it never closes at its all time high. But this time it did, and of course, when the trend diverges is when, when things go awry, and it just no bueno. But I assumed that the SPY would have pulled back, so I'm like, SPY is slowly rising, and even if it rises a little bit, like, is it gonna break its all time high like three? Was it three or even four times? I'm a little bit skeptical, but I thought it would be like consolidating at this point, so sold that. Didn't work out. Lost $60. It is what it is. I just did this. Had to take out Starbucks, J&J, Visa, Ford, and like documentation is good because otherwise, how would I have known that I had planned on buying these, but I ended up not buying them because of this. I guess I could always just check my history in Robinhood, but this is just so nice in terms of documentation, and I love this kind of thing. Like I love Excel. This is my vibe. But anyways, that was March 21. March 25th, which is tomorrow. While I'm at work, not buying any of the big four. Sorry, whoever that might have offended. But we'll be buying some of these, and oh, I never talked about down here. Down here is where I will be just putting the stock that have an ex-dividend date to that is before this date, or sorry, after this date. Yeah, it would be after this date. So it means that I can buy all these four things, and I'm like buying into dividends. I'm buying into an increased dividend coming soon. Like I'm buying at the best, not necessarily the best time because that's relative. I don't really look at the stock. I'm buying at the best time, strictly speaking, dividends or ex-dividend date, right? So I'm allocating my money the most advantageously in terms of like maximizing the dividends I capture, if that makes sense. Because imagine I just buy whatever, like I'm buying like days after literally the day of the ex-div date. I'm buying, that's when I'm buying it. I'm not, it's like, I don't know if it makes sense to anyone, but Jesus. Yeah, these are my plans for this, at least for Monday. I haven't done Thursday yet, which I guess I never really prepared for this video. But next time I will have my Monday and my Thursday thing. And then these are just gonna roll down. So I'll be like probably saving the 21st and the 25th, taking these two boys and bringing them like in this spot and this spot, and then like keep the chain going. Like a carousel, I guess. That's the plan for now. Let's see how this goes. I have been doing this privately, but I thought it would be cool to document it. It's another thing for my channel, and this is a long video, like I said, but the others shouldn't be this long because I won't be explaining all of this again. Or I might, because I like to babble. But that's it. Thank you everyone who has really made it to this point. I don't know how long this is, but I know it's long, so thanks for sticking around, and if you liked it, and really if you just want to stay and watch these kinds of videos, I think it's beneficial. Hit subscribe, and the videos should show up in your feed. I appreciate every single one of you. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.